The golden rule of Hunt Showdown that stands above all others in PvP. Simple, yet intricate. It can turn seemingly unwinnable battles. Oh my god! Unless I can get one of them to come inside, this is like a losing battle for me. Into victories.
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry
Hello.
you had to sit out
Oh,
most
that's
of the
all
game,
good.
but I think justice was served there. Curious? Good evening. Or good day. It all depends, and welcome back to the ImpossibleIronman channel. I got a lot of questions on my last video as to what the golden rule is. So I'm here to satisfy everyone's curiosity and explain just how to implement this into your gameplay. Easily the most powerful piece of advice I've learned to wield in Hunt Showdown is this. Don't let others dictate the pace of battle. Always fight on your terms. This sounds a bit vague, right? Some kind of fortune cookie bullshit, a sweeping generalization that sounds obvious on its face. So how is this supposed to help you in your next match?
Let me try attention!
Let's simplify the concept a bit. Next time you find yourself in an engagement, ask yourself if it is optimal for what you have. Have a scoped weapon? Why are you trying to fight a shotgun player in a compound fight? How about the flip side? Have a shotgun? Even if you have a big uppy, why are you trying to peek a long ammo player holding an angle on you at 100 meters plus? Now, there is somebody over there. I see him. Fuck, I think they might have been looking at you. I'm not peeking that. That's dumb, and I know it's stupid. Yep, of course he saw me. While the scenarios aren't always this blatant, these are prime examples of playing the way enemy hunters want you to play. You're letting an opposing team set the pace of battle, which makes your moves easy to predict. Double, baby! She took too much damage from the revive. While this idea applies to all engagements, it is especially important to keep in mind while on the back foot or while playing solo. We'll talk about how to use the golden rule when you have the advantage as well, but let's address how to turn the tide back in your favor first. Being outnumbered can create a lot of pressure, which leads to mistakes I see happen in nearly every match I play. Players getting tunnel vision while going for a revive, desperation charges, letting opponents leverage a defensive advantage, fighting at ranges not optimal for the loadout being used, getting backed into a corner where there's no maneuverability, or any combination of those things. The best way to avoid these misplays is to disengage or micro-disengage by either rotating or falling back completely to reset a fight and assessing your situation as you do so. I already know what's going through your mind. But Impossible Iron Man, they'll burn my teammates. If you can get in a choke without dying while you attempt to reposition, then that's great. But we all know it usually is just delaying the inevitable. Teams trying to pressure surviving enemies into giving away their position to save someone who is burning is the classic Hunt Showdown trap.
It's a trap!
If you think you're going to outplay an ambush that is designed to give the enemy the information they need to finish off your team, you're lying to yourself. Look at it this way. If you die trying to save your teammate, then you're all heading back to the lobby. If you fall back, maybe your teammate gets red-skulled, but you're still in it. Worst case scenario, one of you gets to keep your stuff, and whoever is downed may not even lose their traits if they have death cheat during a packed event like Tide of Shadows. Being unpredictable and resetting a fight in terrain better suited to what you're playing will be the best way to pull off a clutch victory. For my visual learners, I'm going to showcase some gameplay that demonstrates how to use the golden rule in a match. These clips I'll be narrating were taken from my live streams here on the channel, where I play Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. MST, so be sure to subscribe and stop by if you have any questions about the video. In this match, we end up in an immediate spawn fight, which is quickly third-partied by a team from Heritage. I'm placed on the back foot and have to make some carefully thought-out decisions.
I just heard a ricochet.
People.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, fuck.
I got it. Going to the right. Ah!
Throwing a fake.
Got her. I gotta save the bar. Oh boy. She's got a crossbow.
Yeah, I hear it. Got him.
Thank you.
Oh, there's another
my
team.
God.
Because of course there fucking would be.
And they have a silencer. I just heard one of them take damage from the
Yeah,
grunt.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna use that as my opportunity to back up. I'm gonna try and back them off with it. Come here, boy. Let me get them cheeks.
Sweetie, sweetie, coming for that booty.
Okay, it's a headsman. I think he's by himself. Okay, yep.
Thank you.
He's either alone or his teammate went like west. Because I heard a... Oh, yep, he's in the courtyard. Oh my god, yep, teammate. I'm getting inside. This is a good example of tunnel visioning in on a revive. What I did was extremely risky, and while it almost worked, it ultimately was not the best decision. I recognize that I'm playing against a Sparks and what is most likely a Silence Vetterli, which means using a shotgun, this is most likely a fight I'm not going to win outside. So I decide to fall back and head inside the Pearl Mansion in hopes that they'll get aggressive and try and chase me inside. This brings the fight into my comfortable range and allows me to fight on my terms. But let's see what actually happens. Unless I can get one of them to come inside, this is like a losing battle for me.
They're just gonna camp my body.
Yeah, they're just going to do that. Okay. Well, they clearly don't have something to burn you with. If I leave, they will probably find something. I'm kind of debating if maybe me just leaving to find the boss is the better option, though.
It might be, just because I'm already down 2 big bars.
Yeah, that way I can at least get your bars back, or maybe lead them on a wild goose chase and then bounty res you. What the fuck are they shooting at?
You're guessing, I guess?
Okay, so it's not at Heritage, because I'm pretty sure they came from Heritage. Which means it's either Ash Creek or Weeping. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave as quietly as possible. What the enemy team did here was smart. They refused to play on my terms and instead stayed outside where they could play at their effective range. However, they made one crucial mistake and I was able to identify it and capitalize on it. They decided to watch the body to see if they could farm a revive kill or waited to see if I would get impatient, when instead they should have burned the body and then once it burned out, essentially did what I did and tried to rotate out and go for the objective, which would have limited my options greatly. Not a whole lot happens directly after that, so I'll catch you up. I managed to find the boss lair at Ash Creek, and the third partying team decides to burn Chaotis finally. On the way over, they get ambushed by another team that's crossed over from the second boss territory, but they manage to win the fight. They then proceed to pull the same tactic on me that they did at Pearl, staying outside at their comfortable range in hopes that I'll make some kind of bad peek. To make matters worse, Chaotis disconnects and is desperately trying to reconnect, but this means that I can't loop around and bounty res him. So instead, I devise a plan to try and run over to the other bounty and try and get multiple teams involved in hopes that it will draw the original team that we had to fight out of the woods, so to speak. But things, again, don't quite go according to plan, and I'm forced to use the golden rule yet again.
While I wait for this to load in, I am gonna go use the restroom.
Okay,
Good luck.
thanks. Alright, well, I was gonna do a big ol' loop and try and get him back up. See if I could bait them into chasing me, but he's still DC'd and... oh, what the hell was that? Ah, fuck. The team that had banished the other boss decides to push out without tokens in order to cut me off in the forest. This also tells me that their loadouts are most likely suited to this sort of fight, while mine is not, which means that I'm fighting on their terms if I take this fight. On top of that, I also have the other team pushing up behind me, which means that I will quickly get sandwiched if I decide to fight back. So, why on earth would I take this fight? At this point, it makes far more sense for me to fall back. In this case, I go to the nearest lair in Forked River, get inside, and yet again try and make people come to me, which this time is more likely since I'm carrying a bounty token. That way I can try and bring the fight back onto my terms. Got one.
Nice.
I'll make sure he doesn't necro her. I knew she had a lance too, I could hear it earlier.
Alright, now I'm gonna try.
Got him. Okay, I need to risk this loot so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to spectate you. Probably gonna be.
Yep, there's people here, fuck. Alright, back inside I go.
If I didn't absolutely love this game, I would hate it.
Every Hunt player ever. Chat says wave 3 fight. Yeah, pretty fucking much. Except I think this is like wave 2 that is now wave 3. Is this other bounty team doesn't look like they ever picked up. I think the team that I just killed before they showed up was other bounty team. But these people are definitely the same people from Pearl. And they're playing the same way too, like they won't come in, they're just gonna sit out there by the fence and hope I peek them. Makes sense, wave 2 didn't have a lance. Yeah, I have a feeling, and I don't have any scan left, so I can't tell, that one is holding an angle on me while the other one goes and grabs the other bounty. But I have no way to confirm it, so I can't act on it.
Alright, this time I'm not gonna spectate you.
It is that guy. Okay. Yeah, now that I know your teammate's over there, dude, I'm pushing you. Oh, what? You thought I wouldn't? Oh, you're gonna run for your teammate now? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're dead now, aren't you? It's a balance between making sure the sparks doesn't screw me and making sure this guy doesn't get up. Did he back up? Let's see, he has a token. I could just look. Yeah, he backed up.
Is he running?
I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, it's a silence federally, I was right. Yeah, he's like almost back at Ash Creek. The enemy partner ends up leaving their teammate and extracts with double bounty. I'm also able to get double bounty because of this and go revive Chaotis, which I showed back in the intro clip. Using the golden rule throughout the match is what allowed me to bring this game back from the jaws of defeat. Each time an enemy team attempted to make me fight on their terms, I disengaged, rotated to a position that allowed me to fight within my comfortable range, and formulated a plan that allowed me to dictate the pace of battle. The pursuing team wanted me to either make bad peaks or fight outside where they could comfortably hold angles and utilize their range. Instead, I refused to play into their strategy and punished any mistakes they made, which gave me the opportunity to eventually force a 1v1 in a fast-paced battle that favors my loadout. Had they not split up at the end, I also had the option of using the loop strategy, which means using a multi-compound rotation to get them to chase me, allowing me to circle around to the north side of the map while they end up in the south. At that point, I either get the bounty revive and extract, or we hold our ground back at Pearl, but at least I have my teammate back up. While this next example of the golden rule plays in the background, let's talk about keeping the advice in mind when you have the advantage. Hunt has a cruel way of reminding us that we could lose it all in mere moments. For those who tune into my streams here on the channel, many of the games I lose tend to be from trying to leverage a perceived advantage and having my greed get punished by playing on my enemy's terms. Be on the lookout for these small misplays. Avoid chasing an injured hunter around cover. Instead, force movement first with a throwable or use it as an opportunity to take control of the territory. Hard re-peeking after landing a tag will almost always get you killed, so try to swerve peek to discourage angle holding or reposition entirely while they heal. And if you're in a team, try not to give a survivor or solo 1v1s. Instead, create crossfire and or engage them simultaneously. There are many more examples like this, but the point here is that if you lose a match in which you were originally doing well, ask yourself, even if only at the last second, did you end up playing on your opponent's terms? I hope my explanation of how to utilize the golden rule helps you to bring in some more bounty during your future trips into the bayou. As far as my channel is concerned, I have a special announcement to make. I'm right on the edge of meeting the requirements that allow me to become a full-fledged YouTube partner. Thank you all so much for that, by the way. I never imagined getting here when I first started making videos. All of you in the Hunt Showdown community are truly the best out there. Once the goal is met, I will be planning a special live stream, which I will make into a video as well for those who prefer to watch the long-form content. During this live stream, I will not only be using a face cam for the first time, but I will have some challenges laid out for me as well. One of these challenges will involve me trying to eat incredibly spicy wings while trying to win a bounty hunt, and I'm not allowed to stop until I win. Be sure to tune in for some laughs and what I'm sure will be much suffering on my part. Beyond that, I have the weapon analysis videos coming up for the buffed officer carbine, drilling, and upper mat, featuring some data from the shooting range that is new to the analysis videos. I also recently recorded what is easily the most insane fight I've ever seen in my Hunt career, and I've both played as well as watched a lot of Hunt. Enjoy the rest of this clip, but until next time, good hunting in the bayou, and I will see you all on the next one. What? There we go.
Good hit.
Time to back up. That's your second shot. Time to rotate.
Oh, they don't have extractions at all.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna back off for now, get remedy, and I'm gonna see what they do. Because the thing I'm worried about too, especially with hanging around over there, is that they have 2 pickups, but I know they have a 3rd, and their 3rd could be lurking around there looking for me without the token. And I don't want to get caught off guard by some tokenless 3rd player sitting in the bushes while I try to rotate. Is that them?
Out here. Tagged one. They got the supply. One's on the boat right now. I'm backing off a bit. Shit, I need ammo. Yeah, if they're gonna sit on that supply, they're gonna win. They're gonna have unlimited meds.
Yeah,
We
they're
drew them off of one.
on the other side. Hit one hard.
Okay, I gotta get ammo.
I know.
No, I don't want 2 stalker beetles. Whatever. Okay, I got the ammo I needed. One's in the tower, I think.
Got one.
Yeah, you did.
There's your
In the body,
headshot.
please.
Tower. Second level.
Okay. Thank you.
Not sure where the others are. Careful.
Right here. Tagged one. He's right here.
Got her. I gotta heal. I gotta heal.
No! Fuck you! He's getting that res. No, he's not! Yes! Yes! Fucking...
Hey,
run.
baby! We're clear.
Oh!
Res that, you son of a... He's pushing. Got it.